Hello and welcome. Good evening, but also good day to everyone. And hi, Carmen. Can you hear me
Hello,
well?
I can hear you perfectly.
Happy to hear that. Happy to have you back here as well. And welcome to our next IVF webinar tonight. And tonight, as you already know, with us is Carmen Martinez Jover. You can already see her right here. And just to let me remind you that she is an international fertility speaker and best-selling book author as well. And you might have already met her because we already had a webinar with her a while ago. And well, she's here today to support you, to talk to you, to answer your questions. So if you have any, and I'm sure you will, you can just simply type them all in the chat section. And I'm sure she will be able to help you out as much as possible. No doubt about it. And just to remind everyone, of course, that we are gathering here every single day, nowadays even twice a day, just so that we can support you as well and give you an option to talk to discuss all kinds of your all of your treatment options with the top fertility experts. Well, this is why Stronger Together initiative has been brought to you, because we know how difficult it must be right now, as you are not able to proceed with your treatments, but you can still get ready, you can still ask questions, you can find out what's the best solution for you. And of course, the Stronger Together initiative, it's always it wouldn't be possible if it weren't for our ambassadors and partners. And I just want to remind everyone that those ambassadors and partners are right here, and you can see them. So thanks to all of them as well for their support. And well, tonight we will start off with Carmen's presentation, and then she will answer your questions. So all you need to really do is just type those questions in the chat section so that Carmen can help you. This is being recorded, so don't worry, you will have a chance to rewatch it if needed. And Carmen, how is your day going? Hi to Mexico, by the way, as well.
Hello, regards from sunny Mexico.
Exactly.
Over here it's 2 o'clock, and I believe over there in the UK it's 8 p.m. And I'm very
Exactly.
happy to be here again with you.
Yes.
And I just want to thank you so much for this that you're doing. You know, Stronger Together, the event, the ambassadors, the partners. I think you're doing an amazing job, and I'm really pleased to have been invited. So thank you so much, Caroline.
We are so happy to have you on board with us as well, as you already know. So
yes,
thanks.
thank you so much.
And well, I guess you are ready to begin, right?
Yes, of course I am.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Right, thank you. Right, well, hello everybody. I'm really happy to be here. And I'm just wondering a bit, like, where are you calling from? I'm here from Mexico, but, you know, if you'd like to just type up from which countries you're calling from. I mean, this is has such a far reach, going to so many countries. I'm just a bit curious of who's listening there on the other side. So if you'd like to just share where you're calling from, it would be wonderful. And from London, hello, Brussels, wonderful, South Africa, amazing. Right, Aussie, but lives in the US, Mexico, wonderful, Netherlands, thank you. Well, it's lovely to have everybody here, and this desire to be a mother is universal, right? There is no language, no culture, no religion, nothing that makes it different. When you want to be a mother, it's the same, right? And today I want to talk about this waiting, yeah? And I've always said that when you're on an infertility journey, waiting is horrible. It hurts, yeah? You're always waiting for a new cycle, which is a whole month, yeah? You're waiting maybe for money. You're waiting for results. We always seem to be waiting, yeah? And now with what's going on in the world, we're waiting even more, and it hurts. So I wanted to share a bit with you. At the end, I'll be giving you some tips on how to cope with this waiting. And I wanted to share what this waiting is on an infertility journey. So first of all, I'm going to talk about my journey, and then I'll present myself of how my journey brought me to where I am now. Okay? So I just wanted to be a mother. I mean, everything in my life was, when I'm a mother, that was it. I mean, I wanted to study to be a teacher, so I'd have the same holidays as my children. Like, all my life evolved around being a mother. Yes. So when my waiting took so long, right, because I became a mother, I had been married for 18 years. So it was a long, long waiting time. Yes. And during that time, I went through so many emotions, so many things, but I was always waiting. And I hated waiting because it hurts so much. You're waiting for results and it comes, oh, I'm really sorry, it didn't turn out. Maybe next time. Yeah. So it was all this waiting. And I hated the word waiting. So I was always waiting. And I became well, actually, I did become obsessed with wanting to be a mother, but I started painting my emotions. Okay, so I painted chairs, and people say, "Well, why did you paint chairs, Carmen?" Well, I painted chairs because I wanted another chair at my table. I wanted a family. Yes, so it's my way of expressing my emotions, right? So through this, without knowing, it ended up being a therapy for me. But during these years, I started painting what I was feeling. And my dream was that I wanted to be a mother, and I was waiting to have another chair at my table. Yeah? And, wherever you looked, I would see pregnant ladies, I would see people having babies wherever I went. And I felt jealous, jealous. Like, why not me? Like, I'm a good person. I can be an amazing mom. Like, why is this happening to me? Why am I always waiting? And the years go by and everybody else seems to get pregnant, and I'm still here on this waiting list. Why? I'm a good person. Why is this happening to me? Yeah. So I felt jealous of, poor people on the street at a traffic light. Like, what? I felt jealous of, a lady who got pregnant again and gets along so bad with her partner. Like, why? Someone else, a little girl, just got pregnant by accident. Like, why? Why? Why me? And I ended up so depressed. I didn't understand. Why was I waiting so long to become a mother? Right? So I became obsessed. Yeah. I could only see my happiness in that future when I was a mother. Right. So if you look at the painting here, the painting has a chain towards the leg. I don't know if you can see it here. So it was like me. It was only me becoming obsessed. Yeah. The door's open. There are loads of ways to become parents nowadays, but I was whiplashing myself. Why me? Poor me. Life is so unfair. And I would avoid going to family reunions or everything where children were. I was like so miserable, so depressed, to the extent I lost sense of living. Like, why live if you're not going to be a mother? Yeah, I couldn't see any meaning to life if I wasn't a mother. And this is where my inner journey started. And I am definitely not the same mother I am now than I would have been many years ago. So I was obsessed. I just wanted to be that mother. And I learned in this inner journey that happiness is not in something in the future, right? So you're not going to be happy that day that baby comes. You have to be happy today with what you have today, with where you are today. And you have projects and you have plans and you check and you investigate and you get information, right? But you have to be happy today. Your baby is on your list, right? But it's not the only thing in life, yes? And this is where an inner journey started in my case, because I definitely couldn't, so I was depressed, I was taking pills, and I said, if I can't have a baby, why be a woman? Like, my body doesn't work. I was like really, really depressed, yes? Right. So then after that, I wanted to know, like, the future, yes? Like, I wanted someone to come and say, Carmen, do this or do that. And that's the shortcut to be mom, right? But yet, I didn't know, so I had to investigate more. But I seemed to, like, if you see the path on the right where there is no chair, I was just waiting waiting for another cycle, waiting for money, waiting for results. And I was so fed up of waiting. I would just want to say, hey, Carmen, go over there. And that's the shortcut to your baby, right? So the waiting, that word was eternal. And then, for instance, when I would have my period, those first 2 weeks were like really quick, right? But then after the fertility day, right, your fertility days, right, then until I had my next period, those days were eternal. They were like 2 weeks of 24 enormous hours, yes? And I always had the hope that maybe I might suddenly become pregnant. Or, I always had the hope, and whatever I heard a pregnant woman had, I thought, oh, I have that too. So if I'm told, oh, your breasts hurt, oh, so my breasts were hurting. Oh, their eyes, go really white. So, oh, definitely, I'm pregnant, Oh, I'm dizzy, or I feel sick. And I always felt that every single month, right? So, as I said, I became very depressed. And I was doing IVFs, right? And I would get pregnant. And then I wasn't pregnant. So when I painted this, there are 9 steps. These 9 steps, 9 months. Like, why? Why can't you just grow and come into my life? Yeah. And during this time, the doctor would say, oh, come and rest. But I would exaggerate. Like, I wouldn't move. I was so afraid of moving. What happens if I move and because I do something, I lose the baby, right? What happens if, I don't know, I go to the bathroom, I push too hard and I lose my baby? I was afraid of everything. I didn't even want to move. And I'd lose the baby again, right? So I didn't understand why. I kept on asking myself, why me? And then the feeling of, okay, you're pregnant, yeah? I don't want to get excited, because if I get excited and then I'm not, oh, it's going to hurt a lot. So I don't want to get too excited. Oh, then if I'm not excited, if I think I'm not pregnant and I don't want the baby to feel sad because I'm feeling I'm not pregnant, so I'll be in standby, which you can't, yes? So we go through all these phases. You're just waiting for a result, waiting for good news. And even when you get the good news, you're like, okay, I have to wait for another result so I can really believe it, or I have to wait for the other test, another beta, another, and you're always waiting and waiting. Waiting. That word is so heavy. Right, so I would have IVFs, and I was pregnant for a few months, and then I'd lose it again. How do I get there? How do I get to the side? If I don't have the help of a doctor, how do I get to the side? Yeah. At the same time in the painting, I put a smiling sun, because life smiles at you. Yeah. There always other ways, other things, when we let go of the stress or the obsession. Yes. But yeah, I quite like this painting, to be honest. So I would do another treatment. Now here, what is really interesting is when I did these treatments, I would get so depressed after the negative. I said, that's it. I'm not going to go through another treatment again. I've had enough. And instead of going for support, there are so many people that can help you to get out of it immediately. So many experts, yes, and immediately get you out of where where you are at this moment. I didn't. I'd wait 3 years, depressed, upset, avoiding kids, and then 3 years later said, "Oh, I want another treatment," right? But I was 3 years older, and time is important. And there's so many people who can help you. So many groups, so many fertility coaches, doctors. There's so many things. Just ask for help and get out of that depression as soon as you can, right? Anyway, so for me, it was the treatments. When I painted this, I was always crying. I always had tears in my eyes. I thought I'd never be able to do another treatment. I think after the second negative, the second IVF, and most girls I see are after second IVF so depressed, right? That's when I painted this, and I thought, I'm never ever going to have the strength to go through another one, and I did. Yes. So please, if you're in this state, please look for help. And it's so easy. Let them hold your hand and just, continue with your dreams, continue with your goals, right? So, change it again. So here, in my obsession, it was like, well, into the egg and the sperm, a soul is going to come in. So soul, I'm a wonderful mum. Look at me here. We're a wonderful couple here. You just come into our life, right? So it was like this obsession of, but the obsession was as if only you as a baby are going to make my life happy. But imagine giving a child that weight of only you will make my life happy. Yeah. Well, I don't think any child wants that. You wouldn't want to be the only reason for your parents to be happy. Yeah. So a journey within knowing yourself, what makes you happy, what makes you laugh, exactly what makes you laugh. And this is part of this inner journey that I believe starts towards mother, because you're going to be an amazing mother. After this intensive course you're taking, you're going to be that mother that your child needs. I'm sure of that. Right, so I felt completely unbalanced, yes. The hormones, I was happy, I was sad, I was depressed, I was angry. I do mega dramas, yeah. And I thought, I need to go within. I need to be calm. Because if that soul of that baby sees me, they're going to think, she's a bit hysterical, isn't she? I don't know if I want to go with her. So I started working on myself. I'm joking a bit, but I just started working with myself, yeah, and trying to find that peace within. And I invite all of you to find this peace, this journey within. So I stopped and looked at everything I had for not having what I wanted. So I don't know if you understand me here. So when you stop, you turn around, okay, for not having what I wanted, well, I would have never painted. I would never be the therapist I am now. There's so many things. If I had been a mother before, well, I definitely wouldn't be where I am now, right? So when you suddenly stop and see what you do have, yes. So I realized the flowers, all the positive things I had achieved in life. The hummingbirds are the people who are by my side. Sometimes I didn't really value who's by my side, yeah. But yet, if you look at the chair, have a close look at the chair's crying, yeah. So yeah, I was trying to get out of my depression and okay, yes, I'm going to value the good things I have. Yes, I'm going to try and be more relaxed. Yes, I'm going to value people I have by my side. But yet inside, I was crying. I just want to be a mom. Why? Why is it so difficult for me? Yeah. So this is how I started working on myself. So it's a step at a time. So I started valuing what I had. I started valuing the people that were by my side. And I went for another treatment, yes? And in the other treatment, if you see the tiles at the top, they're like the same. So you're like calm. You go down to the right and they're like triangles, yeah, here. It hurts. Then you're okay. And then you're confused. And, every month, during this phase, I was like waiting. I was calm. I was hurt. I was crying. And it was like I wanted a miracle to happen. Again, I had been pregnant. Then the test didn't turn out very well. No, but we're going to do another one just to double check. And I knew I had lost it again. And I was like just waiting for a miracle, right? And we had decided we were only going to do 3 in vitros. And this one was not turning out. Anyway, in the end, I became a mum, right? And this is the painting I did. It was like a fairy tale come true, like fairies, butterflies. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. So after being 18 years married, then I wanted to share as a shortcut. And I dedicated my life these past 20 years to share as a shortcut for all those on this infertility journey. One of the first things I did, yes, is I wrote a book, my autobiography. And with my autobiography, it's called I Want to Have a Child, Whatever It Takes. And in fact, the first 5 people who contact me, either through the webinar or through my website, I will give them free one of these books. So it's my life through my painting. You have all the paintings in there. You can find out how I became a mom, right? And so I wrote the book and I realized I helped people. The book led me to give talks all over the world. So through my paintings, I could share these emotions that we all go through. We go through it everywhere, all over the world, right? Netherlands, South Africa, Paris, Argentina, right? From all the places where you're calling from. It's the same for wanting to be a mother. So expressing it through art, connect to your emotion in that painting. And then after that, as I said, I gave lectures all over the world, yes? For me, it was important to share this human side. If you accompany someone on the human side, the possibilities of pregnancy, increases because you don't feel you're on your own. You don't feel you're the only one. Yes. And I also did meditations. I studied hypnosis. I've been fascinated by the mind, by the brain, and I have several audios. Also, if you go into my website, I have some free relaxation ones, and I have a free bye-bye depression. So you're all welcome to help yourselves to those free meditations. Yeah. And I have written children's books. That's the talk I gave last time on how to share with your child when your child has been conceived through egg donation, which you can see the video. And here, I believe every child has a right to understand, and you share with books. So I have these books, I have them in several languages. And before there's a language I don't have them, just tell me and we can translate them into that language. But I also have the books personalized. So the one of egg donation is rabbits. So if you want the rabbits to have your names and your child your name, it's a beautiful way of giving, of sharing, in a disassociated way, but it's a beautiful way of sharing how your family was formed, right? So I want you to know you're not alone, yes? There's so many people, places, and please go for support. Don't just try and be strong and brave and, I'm so upset, I'm angry, and no, really, get some support. You'll get out of it sooner, okay? Now, another thing is we have our thoughts, right? So if you think that during the day you have 60 to 70,000 thoughts, okay, of which 90% are the same as yesterday and they're going to be the same as tomorrow, okay? So if you want to change, we have to change the way we're thinking, right? So if we're thinking in negative, right, and here we are, I can't believe this, when is this going to be over? You've got that thought 90% of the day going on and on and on, and it causes a lot of stress. It causes anxiety towards the future. What's going to happen? When am I going to be a mother, right? So when we start observing our thoughts, right, which one is stronger, the negative or the positive? Well, the one you feed with your thoughts. So if you have more negative thoughts, yes, you have more negative thoughts during the day. So observe what your thoughts are. And if you notice a negative one, just observe it and say, okay, I want to think something positive, right? And just start to observe them. And so 90% of your thoughts are not the negative ones. Tune into those positive thoughts, right? Now, when you are in negative thoughts, what happens with your hormone level? They go down, right? So if you're depressed, look at how low the dopamine is, the serotonin, how low it is, right? When you have anxiety, look how your hormone levels go down, okay? And you feel depressed, you feel depressed, you feel anxious because your hormone level is down because your thoughts all day long are negative thoughts, right? So I invite you to have positive thoughts. It's so easy to say, oh, have positive thoughts, but I'll give you a few tips. So what happens when you have positive thoughts? Well, when you're happy, yeah, you have serotonin. Look how high it goes, yeah? Oh, watch a funny movie, yes? And disconnect to those negative thoughts and do things you like doing. Write a list of 20 things you like doing. When was the last time you played backgammon? Or cards? Or had a karaoke at home? Or, I don't know, just be creative and open up to things that make you smile, that make you happy. Remember them. Write a list of 20 things that make you happy. You'll be surprised. And when was the last time you danced? Dance, yes. We can have excuses and say, oh, I can't go out. No, but you are. There are things you can do. What do you enjoy doing? Remember, first of all, remember what things make you happy, yeah? And then love. I mean, look at love. When you tune into love, there is no anxiety. Yeah? So as I said, I have several meditations which can help you. Just listen to them, and even if it's you just start an hour a day or being happy 2 or 3 hours a day, bit by bit, you just increase it, but you'll start noticing the difference. But basically, it's start to observe and control your thoughts, right? So everybody says, relax, take it easy, yeah? As they say in Costa Rica, chillax, pura vida, yeah? But it's not easy. I remember people to say, go, Carmen, just stop thinking about it. And I'll get so upset when they said that. Oh, do you mean stop thinking about it? Do we to cut my head off or what? Yeah. But if we can manage to relax, okay, how can I relax? Yeah. Well, maybe meditating, maybe listening to music, maybe doing yoga. You can't do acupuncture now, but there are many ways to relax. Just allow yourself to give yourself permission to find a way you identify, you feel comfortable with relaxing. Yeah. And when you relax, yes, it's so much easier, right? When we are anxious, yes, we're in this fight or flight mode. And everything goes to your arms and legs. So your immune system, your body isn't working how it should be working because it's so busy with all the stress and adrenaline going on. So relax. I invite you all to relax, please. Yes. And love yourselves. I know. I think you could have a whole course on learning how to love yourself. And it's really important to love yourself, to love your body, to love the mum you're going to be, to know that you're going to be amazing, that you're worthy of being a mum, and just go into loving yourself. Love everything you have, yes? Love your body, trust your body. When you go into a treatment, wow, I'm really healthy. I know this is going to be amazing. And tune into this positive, yes, to happiness, to love, to being relaxed, to believing in you, yes? And it starts with loving yourself. And there are many techniques. There's many books, so many authors, so many therapists who can help you to learn to love yourself and how you deserve to be happy. Yeah. And I'm finishing with this last slide. Stop trying to calm the storm. Calm yourself, because the storm will pass. And here now, everything that's going on with the COVID-19, but not only the COVID-19, for me, the storm, this issue of wanting, to be a mom and what's going on, calm yourself, because the storm will pass and you're going to be a mother. There's so many ways. And just open yourself up to this. But be happy during the process, yes? Learn to know yourself. What makes you happy? What makes you smile? Yes, and continue putting your goals, continue investigating, watching these webinars, getting all the information you need, but relaxed. And trust in yourself, believe in yourself. Okay, so with that, I finished the slides. I believe there are some questions. Here I have
Perfect.
Tajinda saying, what a lovely
Thank you.
idea with your book.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carmen. It was excellent, and you are making this sound so easy for sure. So thank you.
No,
Thank you
it's not that easy,
of
but
course
you
it
have to
isn't.
want to. Yes,
But
yes. No,
definitely
it's not easy.
lovely to hear that. It's I believe that everyone might feel a bit calmer right now, because it definitely helps. Even those tips, you can definitely take those like home messages, really. So thank you so much for that. And by the way, really really nice pictures for sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
And well, as you can see, there are some patients that are also have mentioned that they are actually liking that.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Yes,
there of
I
course.
definitely, I'm
Well,
definitely passionate about these books. Oh, Lucy, thank you. Thank you very much.
perfect. And there's one more.
Oh, lovely presentation. Oh, I'm glad you already feel more relaxed. No, and help yourselves really. There's some free meditations I have. Just listen to them. You're welcome. And first 5 people connect either to me, to you, however this works. I will give them 5 books.
Okay, perfect. That's
So, Bridget, thank you so much. Yes.
And so as you can see, there are more patients here that definitely find it useful. You've given me hope.
Of course, it's possible. I really in, and when we stop fighting, yeah, and we let go, and we start to and learn that we're amazing. Just like, oh, my body's not working. This is miserable. I want to, I really do. I had a lost sense of living, right? And I say that I learned so much. Before, my happiness was just being a mum. And now I'm a mum, I'm a writer, I'm a lecturer. I give online courses. I do so many things, right? So yes, definitely there's hope. And all I see is you're all on this intensive course to be the most amazing mother you're going to be for when your child comes, right? Because you have grown. If you stop and realize during this time, are you the same person? No. Do you see things differently? Yes, of course you do. You value things completely differently. And this is part of I think you can graduate now. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much for those encouraging words as well. And also, there's one more.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, actually, yes. Thank you so much. Love the idea of reflecting your emotions through art. I have to share a little story with you. When I did my paintings, it was 15 years ago when my book came out, and I wanted to share it. I was desperate. I had to share it with everybody. I wanted everybody to have a shortcut. I didn't want them to wait 18 years to become a mum, or all these 3 years and all this pain. And I wanted a shortcut for everybody. So I'd done the book, and then I said, well, how can I promote my book? And I said, oh, I'll go to lectures. I'll go to congresses. And then I was Googling, and online I saw, it was infertility, endoscope infertility and art in India. And I go, wow, art. I'm an artist. I mean, only in India would they combine infertility and art. So I wrote and I said, dear sirs, I'm fascinated how you combine infertility and art, and I'm an artist, and I'd like you to invite me. And they invited me. Oh, wow. So when later on I was going to go and look which other artists they've invited. So when I Google, I realized that no, there isn't any other artist, and the art doesn't mean art as an artist. Art means assisted, reproductive technology. Yeah. So and when I realized that, I wrote and I apologized that I didn't know what art meant. Yeah. I said, as an artist, I thought it meant art. But because of that mistake, I ended up in India. And from there, I became an international lecturer sharing this human side to infertility. So sometimes what seems horrible isn't. There are beautiful things coming afterwards. And when you realize how you have grown and you see the positive things, it's like stopping and look at yourself. Look at all the positive things. You've grown, you've matured in so many ways. I mean, I think you're ready to become a mum now. Yes, but love yourself. Yes, it's really important. And not to focus your life just on the happiness of being a baby. Yeah, just on being a mother. It's a bit heavy for a baby just to say, I'm going to be happy because of you. You have to find your happiness and include your baby. But you have to be happy now, today. So remember. I mean, the thing is, we don't remember what makes us happy. So start remembering what things make you happy. That's your homework for everybody. A list of 20 things. What makes you happy? And when was the last time you did it? Okay, so you like backgammon. When was the last time you played backgammon? Yeah.
That sounds
Okay.
definitely good. And well, I couldn't agree more with it for sure. And as you can see, so everyone, remember, this is your homework. And
yes, homework for everybody.
As you can see, so someone has discovered this, and well, I'm happy that you did, because I'm not sure if you've seen the books for the kids, so where Carmen is explaining, through pictures, I would say, yes, when it comes to egg donation, how to explain to the kids. This is really amazing job. So if you haven't seen it, you definitely should. We actually had a webinar on that, so with the link that you can see right here, you will actually have also a chance to see it. So just let me put it right here. So if you would like to just have a look and see how it works, etc., how it looks like, even, this is your chance as well. And well, there is some other comments right here. So thank you for the support. Feels good to hear it from someone who has gone through this.
Yes, thank you. I know it's when you've been there, you know how horrible it is.
That is true.
True. So thank you, Anna. Thank you so much.
And there's a question, actually. So are there any tips on how to pull yourself out of a spiral of negative thoughts?
Yes, I have a meditation. Yes, as I said, I put it for free because I think it's really important. You go to my website to shop, you go further down. And what I did is, it's a meditation, and I put it's through the images of being in the center of a labyrinth. Because when you've got these negative thoughts, you're so like, depressed, you can't see anything positive. It's like being in the dark, being in a labyrinth, and you couldn't even be bothered to do the effort to get out, because what happens if you get stuck again and you continue waiting because your choice wasn't the correct choice? Yeah. So when we focus on the problem, yeah, it's like being stuck and going round in circles. Yeah, that's that spiral. So we have to go out of it. So the meditation says you look up and you see a beautiful starry night. Yeah. And somehow you know by instinct that the stars are going to guide you. Yeah. So you focus on the stars, and then as you go through, there's several exercises of blowing up emotions of anger, and then you get your way out. So it's a very good meditation to listen to that will help you. Okay, so let's say suddenly you have a negative thought. The first thing is to notice it. Okay, so if I say that during the day we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts, and imagine if most of them are negative, 90% the same as yesterday, well, let me tell you, tomorrow you're going to have the same negative thoughts. So when you stop and you notice it, okay, I've got a negative thought. Just notice it and say, I don't want to think that. Okay. So you think, oh, this horrible coronavirus, when it's going to be over. It's okay. Now I'm home. What can I do? Don't focus on what you can't do. Focus on what you can do. Okay. Well, now I can focus on doing some exercise, or repeat a positive phrase or something you like. Like if you like, I don't know, if you like an actor, yeah, or if you like a singer, yeah, like I love Elton John, so you think, oh, but something, oh, Elton John, I love Elton John. Oh, I just love listening to his music. I love, even if it's like a scratched record, tune into something you like, yeah. So think of something that you really, chocolate, I don't know, just think of something that when you think of that thing, you really like it, and you can use it like sort of like an ace, like in a joker in a card game, and you have it there. Something that you really like, that you really can tune into, that you really enjoy, or a holiday you had when you went to Greece and you had this amazing holiday in Greece. So when you get the negative thought, oh, the kind of, I think Greece, oh, I had such a wonderful time in Greece. Oh, yeah, it was fantastic. So what you're doing is you're changing the thought, you're changing the vibration of that thought. And that is very good as well. So I recommend the meditation, and have right now just one thought, even if you repeat it 60,000 times a day. So a holiday which was the best holiday ever. And just when you notice you have a negative thought, just go back to that positive one. Okay. But there are many ways, and many people can help you. Not only me, there are many therapists, and I'm sure with Caroline they could support you. They have a directory of doctors, of clinics, of fertility coaches who are willing to help you cope with this. But it's possible. The thing is, you have to notice it first, and now you know. So just work on it, right?
Perfect.
And
Thank you
thank you
so
for the
much.
question, Anu.
Thank you so much again for that. And well,
I know. But just let me tell Anu, when I said stop thinking about it, and I honestly said, what do you want me to chop my head off? Yeah, that's how I thought. That's how I thought before. For me, that was impossible, but it's not impossible.
it's
Okay, I
possible.
can tell
You
you,
just need
it's
to
not.
practice as well, I
Yeah,
believe, right? It's
yeah,
nothing,
yes,
it doesn't come easy, but when you are focusing on that one step at a
yeah,
time, I believe that we all are able to do it and manage.
yeah.
It's just
No, I was so negative, but like so negative. I just lost sense of living. I was always crying. I didn't want to go out. I had to be medicated because life had no meaning for me whatsoever. I was so negative. Yeah,
so one step up at a time, for sure. Agreed.
exactly.
Perfect.
You don't need to see the whole staircase, a step at a time. Just one thought, you negative to positive, you've done it. Next time it's going to be easier. Okay? Wonderful, Anu. Congratulations. That's the way you go.
Yes,
Okay?
and fingers crossed you will be able to just go ahead and manage to do it. Okay, and next one is up here. I mean, if you could take a look. Thank you for a kind, encouraging word. I have been TTC for the past 5 years. Through the journey, I already understood that the storm will pass, but I still have challenge to deal with family and friends that are insensitive for the journey. Any tips you could provide?
Yes. Okay. I remember first I would be doing a treatment and I'll tell everybody, oh, I'm having so many injections. Oh, the eggs are this size, whatever size. Oh, whatever. I was sharing. It was like a broadcast, yeah. But then when it didn't turn out, it was no. But then, like, comments from other people hurt so much. They have no idea where we are. And sometimes their intention is good, but what they say is the worst thing ever. You feel stabbed, yeah? They have no idea where we are, what we feel. Many people have said that when they shared my book and I Want to Have a Child, whatever I took, they understood what it is to be where we are. And sharing the book helped them to understand this. Now, I know it's so difficult because then you go to family gets together and then they say, oh, it's not really that good to have a baby because now we have a baby, we don't sleep, we don't go on holiday, and you can go on holiday. And you're like, what a stupid thing to say, you know? I mean, or they come, oh, you carry the baby. I don't know, everything, you know, they tell you to carry the baby, you get upset. If they tell you not to carry the baby, oh, they don't want me to carry the baby. If you find out that someone's pregnant, I mean, that's really horrible. So should I call the person? I have to call to congratulate, right? But then if I don't call, they're going to get upset. But then if I do call, I don't want to because it hurts, but then I'm happy for them. And you get all these crazy emotions. It's just take a deep breath, yeah? And accept people the way they are. They're not where you are. They can't understand what it is. Just accept them and love them the way they are and don't let them hurt you. Sometimes one needs a bit of distance, yes? Or sometimes not to share what you're doing because they don't understand. And the comments, they hurt, yeah? And we're waiting and then we get all these calls with all these comments which just hurt, yeah? And it definitely is a challenge, yeah? But during the journey you learn to put limits and you learn to just accept people the way they are. They're not going to understand you. But there are people who do understand you, so go with those people who do understand you, who give you the strength and the motivation to continue on this journey with a positive attitude. It's so different, yeah? I have one painting where there's a chair and it's a path full of stones and holes and that's where I was. But when you change, everything changes around you, yeah? When you change your attitude towards things, everything changes. Yeah?
Okay, thank you so much again for that.
You're
And well, there's a follow-up actually right here. I still don't know how to answer to the question of when are you having babies. I don't want to share, but sometimes I feel to educate them so they don't do the same to someone else. What is better?
You still don't know how to answer the question. Oh, when they're asking, "Are you having babies?" Is that it, Caroline? Yes.
I believe so, yes.
Right. So when someone said, they always say that. It's so horrible. You know, you've only been married a few months, or you're with your partner a few months. Oh, and when you're gonna have babies? Oh, you're gonna be 40, and it's when you're gonna have babies because you're gonna be too old. It's just like a typical question. You know, like children, they say, "How old are you?" Yeah, and they come up to a granny, go, "How old are you?" It's like the typical question everybody asks. They have no idea what's behind the question. It's like normal. A couple's been together, and that's the first question they ask. They have no idea what you've been going through. Yeah. So you don't have to say. You can say something like, "Yeah, yeah. Well, it's time. Yeah, I think we'll start thinking about it." You know, or you can just say find a simple reply. You don't have to give explanations to everybody. Yeah. Especially when it's difficult and you don't want to share. And then if you do share, they're going, "Oh, what happened? Did you go to the doctor? What did the doctor say?" And at first, I tell you, we all start sharing absolutely everything, and then you don't share anything. You're in a treatment and say, no, I'm resting. I'm not doing any treatment. So it's quite interesting. Yeah. So yes, just find a polite way and say, yeah, we're going to start considering it. Something simple like that. Yeah. Don't
Okay.
go into it too much. Don't go into it too much, really. I think we think too much about the things, yeah, because it hurts us. It doesn't hurt them, it hurts us. So you don't need to give explanations to everybody.
Yeah, I guess we are all like overthinking everything as well, very
I
often.
know. We overthink. So just take it easy. Yeah. Just take it easy.
Okay, thank you again for
Okay.
that. Next
Yeah.
one is right here as well. So, how can you deal with people giving advice? Infertility is personal, and not everything can be solved by what you or your friend did.
Exactly. Oh, well, you see, that's an issue. Yeah. Everybody thinks they have the perfect answer, right? So, it's like at a wedding, to not give the example of fertility, I'll give you an example of a wedding, right? So they're going to get wet. Oh, and where's it going to be? Oh, why do it outdoors? What happens if it rains? Do it indoors. Because we did it indoors and it was fabulous. Yeah. Oh, don't do it outdoors because we did it outdoors, then it rained. It was a beautiful sunny day, but suddenly started raining. And then, no, don't do that. No, don't put those flowers. Oh, the food, no, the food should be this. And everybody who cares for you gives you advice. Yeah. But you know what? You have to make your own decisions. And sometimes their advice makes you doubt. Yeah. So if you have a watch, yeah, and it's broken, or you're going to do something with a watch, you go to a specialist, right? In watches. I don't know what you call them, a person who specializes in fixing watches, yeah? You won't go ask your friend, your neighbor, so on. So when you want advice, go to a specialist, someone who knows about that thing, yeah? When I give my lectures, there's a part where I say, how many of you put a cushion under your bottom after you've just made love? This is all over the world. And they lift up their hand. Who on earth said that if you put a cushion under your bottom, yeah, you're going to be more fertile? But do you know in the world how many people do it? Because somebody said it. Somebody said if you do a handstand, yeah, it's wonderful to increase fertility. Other people say if you eat Chinese food afterwards, yeah. And you wouldn't believe around the world how many people do this, especially the cushion, right? So if you want advice, go to a specialist of what you want the advice from. And as well, all these people giving you advice, it's because they care for you, yeah? And they want to say, and they think they're helping you by saying, it's so-and-so did this, and so-and-so did so-and-so. They went on holiday, they forgot about everything, they gave up, and they got pregnant. So-and-so adopted, and when they adopted, they got pregnant. You know, and those things are so annoying. I mean, who says if you're going to go on a cruise, you're going to get pregnant? Or if you adopt, I mean, not because you adopt, is that going to be the reason to get pregnant? Yes. So they become so frustrating. Yeah. So just accept advice from people they care for you. So if they're taking the time to tell you something, it's because you're important to them and they feel that their advice will help. Yes. So just take it like that without taking it too personal. It's like, you know, just putting a bit of how can I say? Yeah, just valuing that they care for you. That's why they're saying it. If not, they wouldn't even say it. But go to specialist. Always go to specialist in whichever area you're interested.
Perfect. Excellent
But yes, that's so
examples.
typical.
It's definitely
So typical.
we hear that every single day for sure. So thank you so much for your tips for that. And
Yeah.
well, it's true. We definitely should focus more on what we really well feel, and perhaps just try not to listen to others. But it's very hard for sure. It's definitely very hard. Thank you so much. At right now,
No, it's definitely very hard. It's definitely very hard.
Exactly. Right now, I do not see any questions left. However, if you have any, just go ahead. If not,
Okay.
we will be slowly finishing. But well, Carmen, thank you so much again for joining our initiative.
Yes,
for
it's
joining
been
us.
a pleasure. So
It's always a pleasure to have
thank
you.
you. And congratulations for what you're doing. Congratulations for sharing all this information that all these people need. I think you're doing an amazing job. I'm so pleased to have been invited. And yes, work on loving yourselves. Work on what do you like doing. Yes, a step at a time. That's it, Anu. A step at a time. And thank you too. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you,
so
everybody. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. As you can
Thank you for the invitation.
More thank yous right here. So I just want to make sure.
Yes, thank you, Lucy, Angela, Sheena, Natalie. Thank you all. A big, big hug. An abrazo from Mexico. Thank you, Sheena.
So
and for all the countries, isn't it fascinating? All these countries that are here today.
Yeah.
Abrazos, Fernanda. Yes, muchos abrazos.
There are more. Actually,
Mozambique, Fernanda.
Okay.
A big hug. Yeah, wonderful.
That's great.
It's so fascinating how it's, you know, all over the world, it's the same. Yeah.
Of course.
So, Julie, big hug. Yes.
Someone is typing again. I need to wait. Huge thanks
for those.
We'll
wait. We can always wait, but we like waiting. Yes, Julie, big, big hug. Yeah. Hug to all of you. We're
Exactly.
all over the world. A big hug. Yeah.
Lots of
And you're all doing fine. Okay. So just enjoy the journey instead of making it I know it's a roller coaster of emotions, but instead of making it like a via crucis, yeah, just enjoy the journey and do things you like meanwhile. Yeah. Big hug,
exactly.
Angie. Big, big hug.
Exactly. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, as well. For, I do believe it has been helpful for you. So I guess we have some homework to do for sure, all of us. Carmen, I just simply hope
All
we
of
can
it.
do it again, and I know we will. So thank you so
Yes, of
much.
course. Whenever you want, just call me again. Thank
no,
you.
no problem. You can
All
expect
right.
that
Big hug
call
to
quite
all.
soon.
All right.
And well, I just wanted to
It's
remind
okay.
everyone that this has been recorded. So of course you will be able to rewatch it, and of course you can check also another webinar on the same website I have sent to you. And all of our events you can find on our website myivfanswers.com. And if you want to be updated when new video is uploaded, all you need to do is just simply subscribe to our YouTube channel. But you can also check it on our Facebook page or Instagram, and that way you will be updated with all of those events. Huge thank you for being here over and over again, because I know some of you are frequent our attendees. So thank you so much for that, for your support as well. And Carmen, have a lovely, lovely sunny day, and well,
Thank you.
talk to you very soon as well.
Good night to all of you over there. All right.
Bye.
Thank
Good
you. Bye
night,
bye.
all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.